Hi guys, so yeah, WWE Super Showdown has just finished in Saudi Arabia. And yeah, safe to say this was not a very good show. A case can be made this was probably one of the worst pay-per-views of the year so far. Probably was. Oh boy, this was not a good show. Oh boy, so yeah, this isn't gonna be long because I'm tired. And I'm just, ugh. So yeah, let's just get to this. So, for the pre-show match, we had a tag team match. The Usos up against the Revival. Nothing on the line, just a tag team match. Usos won, clean, 7-minute match. I wasn't even barely watching, whatever. And then we got Seth Rollins going up against Baron Corbin. Yes, Seth Rollins defending his Universal Championship. And yeah, it was okay, but Baron was dominating for most of the match. Seth was really selling his injury from Brock and Raw. He was really, and Baron kept attacking him throughout most of the match. And yeah, and Baron had this thing with the ref, and then he was arguing with the ref, and then Seth got roll 1, 2, 3, and cheeky roll up pin, and Seth retains. It was only 11 minutes, not a great match. Whatever. And then Brock comes out and was like, "Ooh," and you think Brock's gonna cash in, but then no. Paul Heyman slips on the mid rope, and the briefcase is in the ring is and then Seth just low blows Brock, starts whacking Brock with the chair. The cash in it never got cashed in, so it didn't count. So Brock still got the briefcase, but Seth manages to run away before Brock could cash in. Brock was just getting beaten up with the chair, and Paul Heyman's like, I'm sorry." So Brock still got the briefcase, but he never cashed in. So what was the point of Brock going all the way to Saudi Arabia? It's what? Yeah, can Brock just cash in? I'm getting bored of this now. And then I thought he might cash in on Kofi, but that never happened. So yeah. And then we got Finn Balor going up against Andrade. And Finn Balor defending his Intercontinental Championship as the Demon. This was good. I think this was one of the better matches on the card, or one of them. There was very few. It was 11 minutes, and had some good spots, Andrade, and I think if these two were given more time, this could be a very good match, and maybe they might continue this feud for a Stomping Ground. It was a good match though. I think both guys looked solid. The crowd were a bit disinterested, but that's probably the Saudi Arabians going. They probably didn't know who either of them were. But yeah, it was a good match. And Finn retained with a pretty nasty coup de grace, but there were some good spots, and it was a good match. One of the few good matches on this card, because believe me, there were few. Oh boy. And then we got Shane McMahon with Drew McIntyre up against Roman Reigns, and it was only 9 minutes, and it was fine. A lot of rest holds, a lot of back and forths. Shane did hit some pretty cool looking spears, but Roman kicked out. And then the match is about to finish, and we're near the finish of the match. When the ref's not looking, McIntyre, boom! McIntyre, boom! On the Roman. And yeah, Shane goes for the pin. 1, 2, 3! And Shane McMahon pins Roman Reigns. That is just what? I know it was dirty. It was a dirty win because Drew interfered, but still, fucking hell. And I guess this feud's going to continue heading into Stomping Grounds. Well, no, it isn't, is it? Because we're getting Roman and Drew, aren't we? So, fucking hell, Shane beat Roman. What? Oh, whatever. I'm not. This isn't gonna be a long video. I'm kind of just done with WWE right now, and this show just fucking hell, man. So that happened, yeah. And then we got a 3-on-1 handicap match. Yes, Lars Sullivan up against the Lucha House Party. It was only 5 minutes, and yeah, it was a bit too long. The Lucha House Party were getting a bit too much offense in. I think Lars should have squashed in 2 minutes, but whatever. And yeah, the finish was weird. Basically, 2 of them get involved when it's just 1-on-1 in one of the tags, and then boom, disqualification, ding 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 ding. And I'm like, why couldn't you just have Lars win? Why has he got to win by disqualification? It was such a stupid way for Lars to win. What? That's how you're gonna have Lars win his first match? They didn't like that, and then they're all Lucha, but then Lars just beats them up on the rampway, and whatever. And then oh God, we got the longest match of the night by quite a bit. God. Randy Orton up against Triple H. This is just so Triple H, this match. He gets the big entrance with the big motorbike. And this match was 25 minutes. And it was just boring. It was not a good match. It was just a match. It wasn't rubbish. But it wasn't amazing. It was just meh. But it was 25 minutes. And it was boring. Like, I was just sat there like, when's this match going to end? And it didn't. There was a few cool RKO spots. There was a cool close fall with a pedigree, which Randy Orton kicked out of. And yeah, it just ends really, really simplistically with Triple H comes running back into the ring. Oh, RKO out of nowhere. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it was fine, but did it need to be 25 minutes? No. This match could have been, 9 minutes shorter and I wouldn't have cared. It could have been 10 minutes shorter. 25 minutes is ridiculous. And that's just so Triple H, isn't it? He loves to have the longest match on all the big shows, doesn't he? Randy Orton wins. Whatever. Whatever. And then we got a singles match. Braun Strowman going up against Bobby Lashley. And this was okay. It started off okay and it ended okay. So Bobby Lashley had some good moves. I mean, he actually was dominating Braun some parts. He hit a pretty cool looking power slam. He hit a suplex on Braun outside the ring. I mean, not many people get to hit some big moves on Braun. And Bobby was fucking chiseled, man. He was like, oh my God, Bobby Lashley is ripped. Well, he always has been, but fuck me, the guy's like 41, and he's bloody hell. So anyway, yeah, but then. It was only 8 minutes, and then Braun gets a few more power spots, hits a power slam of his own. I think he hits like 3 in a row. 1, 2, 3. Braun wins, and yeah, who cares? Not me. So yeah, only 3 more matches to go, and this was not a good show. Like, you see, I'm just going through this show in like 7 minutes. There's just not much to talk about. It was just I'll get to that towards the end. And then we got a match which I thought maybe could be the saving grace of the show. We got a singles match, the WWE Championship. Kofi Kingston defending his belt with Xavier Woods up against Dolph Ziggler. And this wasn't that good either. It was only 10 minutes. Not a whole lot happened. Dolph was dominating a lot of the match. Kofi did get a few moves back in. But the finish was weird. Xavier, like when the ref's not looking, Xavier whacks Dolph. And then Kofi takes advantage. Trouble in Paradise. 1, 2, 3. So Kofi cheats to win with Xavier's help. That's not very face-ish, is it? I know Dolph did beat up Xavier during the match, but still, they cheated to win, more or less. Xavier helping Dolph win, helping Kofi win. That was a bit heelish, but yeah, it was only 10 minutes. This match should have been like 16 minutes at least. These two could have put on a 16-minute match. Explain to me why the 2 big title matches, the Universal title match was 11 minutes. The WWE title match was 10 minutes. But Triple H and Randy Orton for no title was 25 minutes. Explain that to me, please. Fucking hell. And yet then Dolph running back here going, I want a rematch. They cheated. I want a rematch. And yeah, so we're getting a rematch at Stomping Grounds in a steel cage match. Hopefully that's better. Hopefully, because this was not a great match. But yeah. And then we got probably the best match of the night. We got the 50-man Battle Royal. Yes, 50-man. The largest ever in WWE history. Literally everyone was in it. All the jobbers, all the mid-carders. Yeah, Joe was in it. Bobby Roode, Shinsuke Nakamura. They were all in it, more or less. And it went on for like 20 minutes. It was a long bloody match. 50 men, and there were obviously tons of eliminations. I can't say them all, obviously, but get to the last few. Joe did pretty well, my boy Joe. He eliminated quite a few people, and he made it down to like the last 5. But he got eliminated, I think, by Mustafa Ali and Cedric Alexander, I think. I don't know. Oh no, it was Ricochet. And yeah, and then the last 2 was Elias and a guy called Mansoor, who was very popular with the crowd. I believe he's in NXT. I think he's signed WWE. He's American, but he was born in Saudi Arabia, so he was really over with the crowd. Mansoor, I've never heard of him before, but he got a big pop from the crowd, and it was him and Elias, Mansoor. And the crowd had been dead all night, but they suddenly started cheering for this guy called Mansoor, because he was born in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. And yeah, he eliminates Elias, and he wins. A massive pop from the crowd, like, yeah. This is probably the best thing in the whole show, this Battle Royal. I thought it was a fun Battle Royal. It was pretty... was pretty sluggish in the middle, but it was okay towards the end. And I thought, yeah, this is probably one of the best matches of the show, one of the best things in the card. Mansoor celebrating with all the crowd, and he cuts this big promo after the match, like, yeah, I was born in Saudi Arabia, yeah, it's my destiny, WWE, and all that. So this guy might have quite a big future heading in. As the years progress, we might see this guy maybe get a title push in a few months' time. Maybe we will see. But yeah, all guns blazing for Mansoor. Yeah. Then on to the main event. Oh boy, I only watched the show. I only finished watching the show like 20 minutes ago, and this is still fresh in my head. Oh god, this was painful. So Undertaker up against Goldberg. Yes, the first time these two legends have ever faced. I was looking forward to it. You know, my boy Goldberg up against Undertaker. Two legends who were both well past their prime. You know, this match should have happened like 14 years ago, but still, it was a big occasion. Both guys got a big pop. Undertaker got a cool entrance. Undertaker got a cool entrance. Goldberg got a cool entrance, and yeah, the match got started, and the match was actually 8.5 minutes. It was actually quite a lengthy match. It was 8 minutes. It wasn't like a 3-minute squash. No, it was 8 minutes. So yeah, it starts off okay. Goldberg hits 2 spears right away. Undertaker kicks out. And it was pretty cool. Undertaker just sits up and looks at Goldberg, and then Undertaker starts to get some moves back. I think he hits a choke slam, and Undertaker starts to dominate quite a lot of the match. And yeah, I was like, bloody hell, this match is actually quite long. It's longer than 5 minutes. That's saying something for Goldberg when you consider when he came back in 2016, 2017, all of his matches were like under 5 minutes, and this was 8.5 minutes. It was nearly as long as his entire combined run when he came back 2 years ago. And you think, okay, this is looking pretty good. He hits a tombstone in Goldberg. Goldberg kicks out. I was like, oh shit, this is actually looking all right. You know, both these guys, even though they're well past the prime, it's actually looking not that too bad, not bad. But then it got really bad. Like, oh boy, so Goldberg, he tries to hit a jackhammer on Undertaker. Oh, it was bad. He didn't get it all the way through. He just he just sort of collapsed, and it looked really bad. Like, I did worry about this in my prediction video. I said I was worried if Goldberg was going to be able to hold up Undertaker, because Undertaker's 300 pounds. He's like 6'10". He's a big dude, and Goldberg would have been like, fucking hell. And that's exactly what happened. He couldn't hold him up properly, and Taker just went flat on his ass, and it looked bad, man. It looked so bad. Botchamania are going to have a field day with it, and and Goldberg, Undertaker kicks out, and then they tried to do then Goldberg tried to do like this reverse tombstone spot, and that didn't work. They both just fell off each other, and oh man, it was so awkward. It looked so bad, man. And yeah, and Goldberg was bleeding too. I think he headbutted a ring turn or something. Goldberg was really bleeding for most of the match, and he might have been concussed. Maybe that's why they couldn't hit the moves properly. But then I think an audible was caught. They had to cut the match short. Taker just hits Goldberg with a chokeslam. 1, 2, 3. He just wins with a chokeslam. 1, 2, 3. And I think the match. I think the backstage were like, go ahead, cut it, because I think after those 2 really botched spots, and I think Goldberg bleeding, he might have had a concussion, so I think they had to cut the match short. And yeah, it was awkward. It started off pretty well. I thought, with the spears, the tombstones, I thought it started off quite well, but then the last 2 minutes were so painful, and you can see why both of these guys, I think it's both time for both of these guys now to just retire, call it a day, because this was painful. Undertaker looked pissed after the match. He was just like, I think Undertaker in his head was going, what the fuck was that? That was embarrassing. And I know Goldberg's going to be fuming too, because he's going to be backstage now going, I'm so sorry, Mark. I'm so sorry. Like, probably going up to Undertaker going, I'm so fucking sorry. Oh, that was fucking terrible. Because I've seen Goldberg in like his network special, and he's really critical of himself, and I think he's going to be so gutted about how the match ended. But, oh, God. Yeah, that was that. I'm not that bothered Goldberg didn't win, because they're both legends. A loss doesn't hurt Goldberg, and a loss wouldn't have hurt Taker. They're both legends, and yeah. But if that is Goldberg's last match in WWE and maybe Taker's, that's a bad way to go out, man. Oh god, like, so yeah, man. That was that. And that was Super Showdown. Not a very good show. Probably one of the worst main roster shows I've seen probably since Crown Jewel. And that was in Saudi Arabia as well. What a surprise, what a coincidence. Yeah, this was not a good show, man. I'm looking back on the card now. What were the positives? Finn Balor and Andrade was a solid match. That was good. And the Battle Royal, I think that was it. That was it. That was actually it. Now I'm looking back on the card. Kofi and Dolph was cut short, was way too short, and I had a rubbish end, didn't like the ending. Braun and Bobby had its moments, but yeah. Randy Orton and Triple H was just way too long. Had some good spots here and there, but it was just too long. The Battle Royal was fun. The 3-on-1 handicap match, no, it was bleh. Shane beating Roman Reigns. Fucking hell. And Seth and Baron was a bit of a letdown. And then the weird botch cash-in thing was... And Undertaker and Goldberg was just... It started off pretty well, but then it got so painful and awkward to watch towards the end. Yeah, oh, poor Bill, poor Taker. And yeah, that was Super Showdown. Not a great show, man. Really poor. I really hope that we can, step it back up for Stomping Grounds next Sunday, I believe. No, it's next Sunday. So yeah, guys, only a short video. So that was my reaction to WWE Super Showdown. Not a great show. Yeah, I don't often say that, but this was bad. And WWE, can you please start doing good shows in Saudi Arabia? Because man, this was no. So, you guys, what were your thoughts on WWE Super Showdown? Comment below. Let me know. So thank you for watching, guys, and I'll be back with Callum next week for our Stomping Grounds predictions. Still then, guys. See ya.